colorful. Well, just the basil.
Yeah, just one color, green. I'm always tempted to buy that large jar of pesto that I see at Costco. And I know that I can't get through a whole giant jar of pesto, so I just make my own. And it's not that difficult. It's pretty easy, and there's just a few basic ingredients in it. And at Costco, what I did find were these basil plants. So you can get 2 of them for $5.99 here in Canada. It's probably cheaper at the garden store, I have no idea. But when you walk by, it just smells so good, you have to buy one. So I'm taking, there's about 3 large stems here of basil leaves. And I'm estimating that that's about a cup of basil leaves, or 3 stems of basil leaves will give you the right amount, I think. But if you're measuring, it's about a cup. So I'm just going to take the leaves off and put them in my food processor. We're making pesto to use as our base for our pizza that we're making today, and I'm also using it to make some sauce because we're only making 1 pizza and it won't need all of this pesto. So I'm making some pasta on the side as well.
Yeah, that's the dough we picked up from Granville Island.
That's right.
And you can find the link to that video right above Flo's shoulder.
Oh. I was trying to mess you up. All right, so we have that. We have a 1/4 cup of pine nuts. I've already grated 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese and some salt. Giving it 2 good pinches of salt and pepper, but I'm out of peppercorn. So no pepper here, but please add pepper if you wish. And I'm just gonna put this on. Then I'm gonna add my olive oil through the opening. I can't do this backwards. Ready?
Go.
You're going to use about 1/2 cup of olive oil. And that's it. Pretty simple, right? Can you smell it? It smells so good.
Here. Can you smell it?
That's it. And then that's going to go on the bottom of our pizza. I'm also going to add some cream to it to make the sauce. So it's not just pesto, but it'll be like a pesto cream sauce.
Oh, I can smell it now.
It's yummy, right? Well, it smells yummy. It's yummy, right?
I really wish there was smell-o-vision for you guys. But I really am surprised at how easy it is.
Well, it doesn't take much. It just takes a few minutes, right? And maybe, some extra dishwashing, but I've got a dishwasher here.
So from the market to home, I think it's trying really hard to escape. What?
Okay, it's just gonna shrink. So punch it down, Ella.
Punch it down.
Punch it down.
Punch it.
Whoa!
Good. See, it's deflating. It's all deflated now.
We have a guest star in the set today. Hey, Ella.
Hi.
All right, I'm gonna pull this dough out. I've put some flour on my counter. And just going to,
I have dough in my hand.
okay, and now Ella's gonna roll it out.
It shrinks. Starts going back in again.
I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna do it the other way, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Are Are you gonna toss it in the air?
No, I don't know how to do that part. But I was taught to stretch the dough by a classmate of ours, or of mine. During grad school, his parents owned a pizza parlor. So there was one time we gathered at his restaurant and we made pizza. So they taught us how to kind of stretch out the dough.
So what you're saying, that's the most important thing you've ever learned from grad school?
Was stretching out pizza dough.
Ta-da!
All right, I think that's good enough. I'm gonna put that on the pan. Okay, Ella?
Okay.
Our pizza is gonna be super simple today, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of this pesto, and we're going to use that as our sauce instead of tomato sauce. And we actually prefer non-tomato sauce pizzas. What do you think, Ella? Looks good?
Yep.
So I have 2 fresh mozzarella balls, and Ella, you're gonna rip one of the ball and cover the pizza with pieces of cheese. Well done, Ella. Okay, I'm just gonna add some salt. Just salt the cheese a little bit. And if you have pepper, use pepper. We are using a ham called jambon des âmes, and it literally means ham of love. But it's so delicious.
I like the way you emphasize love.
And that's all what we're going to put on this pizza. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more salt just over the cheese. And again, if you have pepper, use that. Now we're gonna put it in a 425-degree Fahrenheit preheated oven for 12 to 15 minutes. That's it, homemade pizza
Looking forward to seeing the final result.
with homemade pesto. Are you all ready for?
The taste.
So funny.
All right, we're gonna do a tag team, the taste, father and daughter, and Ella can go first with the pizza. It's not polite to talk with your mouth full.
I like this pizza better than pepperoni pizza. And the ham is better than pepperoni pizza.
Awesome. How's the pesto?
It's good. Better than tomato sauce.
And we had a bite of the one slice of ham that was remaining, and it was amazing. It was smoky, it was super flavorful and complex. Amazing. I love the ham of love. Flo did up a pesto cream sauce, what did you do briefly?
I just added about half a cup of whipping cream and about a tablespoon of butter. Heated that up and just added the pesto and let that simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. That's it.
That's it. And the ravioli is fresh ravioli from Costco. Mushroom ravioli?
Yes, mushroom ravioli.
Okay. It's not hot. You get the texture of the pine nuts and the fresh basil. You can smell, and it taste comes right through. Really good.
Most of the time, I prefer cooking by myself because it's just easier that way. But you know, we want to encourage the kids to cook when they can, and if they're willing to help and get involved, I am more than happy to have them do that. Ella's specialty is actually pancakes. Usually on the weekend, she will just go ahead and make pancakes for us in the morning, so that's awesome. But it has to start somewhere. Most of the recipes that I make are super easy that the kids can help with, and soon, hopefully, she'll be able to cook a meal all on her own.
Yes.
If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and come follow me on Instagram. Till next time, be simple, ordinary, and joyful.